Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we're going to review another Collecta figure. I've kind of been flooding the channel with a little bit of Collecta, and there is never anything wrong with that. I think Collecta is one of the top, if not the top, as far as dinosaur and prehistoric creature figures go, because they have so many amazing species and so many amazing models that I never get tired of any Collecta. This is a different type of a figure, kind of a little diorama, and something that I think is really cool, and it is this. This is the Collecta Koreaceratops family, and just look at how neat that is. I've actually never owned any of these little diorama figures that they have. I mean, I've purchased a few of the dinosaur figures that come with the little base and stuff, but I've never actually purchased a scene that Collecta has released. Now, I don't know how many of these they have. I think it's only this one and maybe one other one with a different species of dinosaur. But this is awesome. It's really cool, and I wish they would continue to make more of these. I haven't seen any come out in the last few years, but this thing is really awesome in my opinion. It's so cool to see something like this, especially in a smaller, more affordable figure, because if you do see something similar to this, it's normally like a big resin kit and it's very expensive, but that is not the case here. This is nice and small, can fit into any collection, and it is a very cool scene. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. You can see the detail on the dinosaurs is really nicely done. For something as tiny as this is, it is extremely small. So my take on this is it's obviously a family, and you've got two males and a female. So the father, I would imagine, would be this brightly colored one back here, because normally with birds and things of that nature, if you see a brighter colored version, it is normally the male, and the darker colored version would be the female. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this guy over here is definitely the male of the Koreaceratops, the one here in the back, and it's really nicely painted. You can see the beautiful blues on the back. I love that they've even included paint on both the toenails and the fingernails. And this is very tiny. Actually, let's go over here. We can get a closer look from this side. So like I said, very small, but look at the incredible amount of detail that is in something this small. And I love that on the males, they've actually included this little tuft of feathers here, because the females, as you can see, do not have that. And the male's feathers here on the back of the tail are significantly larger than what you see on the females. So another very cool addition to this is just the simple fact that they have differences between the males and females like they probably would in real life. And like I said, beautiful paint applied to it. The beak is painted out and everything. You can even see some hints of darker brown on the side of this male. Beautiful muscle tone and everything in the legs. So wow, they've done a great job on this guy. Looking at the smaller, I assume the son of the group. You can see also looks very nice. He's kind of just chilling over here. Looks like mother here has torn off some leaves from this little tree, tossed them down here for the kid to eat. Currently the male seems like he's being fed a little better than the female, but he's reaching down to grab some of those leaves that it's tossed down. Again, beautiful sculpt work on this. And another very cool idea behind this is that you can see that although it has the blue here, the feathers, obviously this being a juvenile, has not grown the feathers in quite as much as the father has here back here. So very good attention to detail by Collecta. And actually you can see, looking at these leaves and stuff, the whole base and the leaves and everything look very nicely done. And they're not sloppily painted or anything. It doesn't really look like the paint has run off the leaves onto the base really anywhere, at least not in significant fashion. So that looks very good. Looking at the mother, you can see she is currently in the process of tearing some leaves off, like a good mother would for her children. Sculpted very nicely as well. You really see the beautiful muscle tone here in the back leg as it is standing up and using the back legs now. You can even see the sculpt work just right here on the feathers on the tail. They look very good. I love the darker brown variation that the female is as opposed to the male on both sides. You can actually see the mouth there wrapping around the leaf of the tree. And then here's the smaller female, also looks really nice. Painted just like its mother. And then here's her little stockpile of leaves that the mother has dropped down for her as well. So I guess she is actually getting fed pretty well. There's a significant amount of leaves over here. And the tree itself looks very good as well. You can actually see different variation in color in the leaves itself. Looks like it's been painted a dark green and then lightly dry brushed with a lighter green. Helps to give it some variation in color and really bring it to life even on the underside. And the tree actually, the tree trunk itself looks very good as well. So this is very cool. Collecta has done an incredible job on this. In my opinion, this is definitely one of the coolest things that Collecta has released because it is so neat to see a scene from a prehistoric time right here in front of your eyes with a little family of Koreaceratops just feeding their children. It is so awesome. And obviously this was based more at the collector side of things as opposed to a child, which Collecta makes a lot of figures that are good for both. But as you can see, this isn't exactly something that most kids would be playing with. This is something that they would sit back and just take in and observe and really love, and I absolutely love this. I think this is so cool, and I really hope that Collecta produces some more of this type of thing in the future. For a size, you're looking at a little bit over 3 inches long and about a little under 2 inches wide. There's not too much in the way of height or anything like that. For a size comparison, you can see that Mr. Papo T-Rex is just absolutely gigantic next to these little Koreaceratops, so you can get an idea of just how small this figure is. So it's so impressive to me, the amount of detail and beautiful paintwork that's been put into something this small. Collecta has done a fantastic job on this, and it's something that's sized so well that, again, it's something that you should have no problem fitting into your collection anywhere for display because it is so small it could pretty much fit anywhere. So Collecta producing yet another amazing figure. What a shock there. Collecta always just nails these figures straight out of the park. In my opinion, they always do a fantastic job, and this thing is no different, and it is such a cool scene straight from millions and millions of years ago. Just looking at this from every side, no matter what way you would display it, it looks awesome. So if you do want to order this family of Koreaceratops, I will put a link in the description straight to where you can buy your own because it is awesome, and I completely recommend this. Another great release by Collecta. So please like, comment, subscribe, and then go ahead and click that description, buy this for yourself, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.